Brad Pitt hits the track while filming an all-new F1 film with Top Gun Maverick Director. A new Alien film and series are in the works at Fox, and the Cloverfield series might be getting another entry. One more thing, Succussion finale expected to be 90 minutes long. All this and more on this week's episode of Freeze Frame.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Freeze Frame, brought to you by Strictly Casual. This is the show where we stop and take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, pop culture, all that fun stuff. As always, I am your host, Ryder Maldonado, joined by Vinny DeSantis. We're having a great morning. How's everybody doing? How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. I'm doing great. I had a nice sleep last night. And we had a crazy weekend. Ryder and I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the Chinese theater with a crew. It was epic. It was tons of fun. And we went to little LA Galaxy Star Wars night last night. No, 2 nights ago. Yeah. 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it was, 2 nights ago.
Which was tons of fun. Met a lot of cool people there.
Got to see some people I haven't seen since July.
Exactly. Yeah, crazy stuff. And then last night was the big suck night, which is basically ritualistic. Succession episode 7. Right at 6:00. You know where to find me, in front of my TV. Last night with a McFlurry in hand. It was crazy. It was a beautiful experience. Yeah,
that sounds like a fun time, dude. I feel like I saw after yesterday's episode them posting 3 episodes left, and I thought there was only 2 more left.
Yeah, me too. We checked on IMDb and there were still 3 more.
Oh my gosh, they're doing 10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's good to know. It's gonna be
fantastic episode. If you guys have not seen it yet, this season is just delivering so much. We say it every week on the podcast, but
Emmy Awards
it is so good.
Are confirmed, dude. They're just, some of these actors are just really
they'll all lose to Ted Lasso. It'll be so sad. No, just kidding. I would hate that.
Maybe show, but performances, I think they take it.
Yeah.
In comparison, it's just night and day.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gents, welcome back to episode 110. If you want to give us a review on any audio platform that you listen to, helps us out. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know, what you want to hear about more, what you want to, helps us improve as always. We have Discord, we have our TikTok, we have our social media. If you guys, don't have that much time in the day, all good. We got YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is what it's called, right? I get confused with Reels, Shorts. I don't know.
It's all the same. We got short form content on every single platform.
We do. So yeah, check that out, ladies and gents. It'll be linked down below. And of course, as always, we're going to be talking about it for a little bit. We got the bones of a website coming soon. So yeah, we'll have a fun time setting that up and launching that.
It's almost there.
Hopefully soon. I assume this week. So I'll just go ahead and say this week for sure.
Great.
But,
perfect.
Let's get into some.
You can hold Ryder to that. You tweet them out. Say, hey,
what's this website, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I had to start with this. This is all you. There's some fun stuff that I was looking at. I'm like, okay, I got to bring this for you because you've been on this F1 high for what seems like the past couple of months, which I think is super fun. F1. Tell me about the journey that you've been on as well as what we got here.
I just become obsessed, and it's all thanks to this Netflix show, which I'm a fake fan. All these F1 fans that have been fans for years be like, oh yeah, okay, you're a Drive to Survive fan. Like, okay, whatever. Anyway, started watching the show, was obsessed. This is the first season where I've actually I know everybody racing now. I understand all the rules, not all the rules, there's so many, but most of the rules, and it's fun watching it. Cool. And so a little article came out yesterday, 2 days ago. Also, there's only 3 races in America. The rest are in the rest of the world. So at the American race, there's always tons of celebs. Okay, so nice. This week's race was in Miami. So, we're getting pictures down there in Miami with Vin Diesel, Tom Cruise, all these random celebrities just in the paddock, okay, which is where they keep the cars before they go out in the race and stuff like that, where all the teams sit at the paddock. It's pretty awesome. So Joseph Kosinski is the director of Top Gun Maverick, okay, and he is doing an F1 film with Brad Pitt, okay, and it is going to be, the story is about Lewis Hamilton, I believe. And Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time world champion in F1. He's still racing right now. So Lewis Hamilton is a producer and a consultant on the film, but someone else will be playing him. I think Brad Pitt is playing the team principal or something, whatever the mentor character is. But apparently, Brad Pitt, they were like, okay, Brad Pitt's gonna be driving an actual F1 car during the race. Like during the race, he's gonna be driving one, and they're gonna be filming it to make it look like really like he's in there. To then the same as Top Gun Maverick
Well,
of being like they're shooting in the planes, like
yeah.
same type of deal. We want to make it feel real. We want to make it real. We got to be there at a race weekend filming. Okay,
Oh man.
so let me get into this article a little bit. I know you're not super interested in this, so I will go quickly. I know I'm a little over
No, I'm
interested in this
I'm interested
topic.
now. That sounds wild.
Well, it says Brad Pitt will do with Tom Cruise in his new Formula One movie, which is directed and produced by Top Gun Maverick's Joseph Kosinski and Jerry Bruckheimer, by driving a race car for real on actual race weekends, starting at the 2023 British Grand Prix in July. So that's when it's starting. It didn't start this week at Miami. But news came out that Tom Cruise is pretty envious about it. The Top Gun star Top Gun star and Thrill Seeker has already offered to do some extra driving if they need him, which is hilarious. But claims that Brad Pitt will drive an actual F1 car for the films are overstated. He'll be behind the wheel of a slower mock-up car, so a little bit slower than the F1 car, and he won't be competing against other drivers on the track. It was originally stated, dude, that he was going to be on the track like during the race time, which
Mm.
is extremely dangerous because like even the worst F1 driver gets lapped. Like and so like you could have Brad Pitt being lapped by like the fastest people. Imagine if he's in their way or something. Like it could be dangerous. People
Yeah.
die
Yeah.
like in
They're
this
trying to be
sport.
like Tony Stark in Iron Man 2.
Exactly.
Like I'll hop
Exactly.
in. Like, yeah, like you just hop
Yeah, I'll
in.
drive.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So basically, Kaczynski and Bruckheimer revealed their plan for filming their movie during the panel at the F1 Accelerate Summit in Miami on Thursday ahead of this weekend's Miami Grand Prix. Buxton, who's like an announcer and a journalist for F1, he said the film production is creating an 11th team for the movie in consultation with Mercedes F1 team. For context, Lewis Hamilton, the
Mhm.
person who the movie's about, is on Mercedes, and so like I assume the Mercedes F1 team will be the main thing.
Cool. Cool.
Basically, the rest of this is just says filming on a track at the actual F1 race meetings will give the currently untitled movie the kind of authenticity and spectacle that made Maverick a global smash, which is pretty cool. I think
Look,
this movie's gonna be awesome.
I've seen this tweet many a times, and I think it's a perfect example to use. Look, if I had a dime for every racing movie that got announced recently, I'd have 2 dimes. It's not crazy, but pretty interesting. Something like that, right? It's like
Gran
with
Turismo,
Gran
and this.
Turismo and this, it's like we're seeing an uprising in racing films, racing in general.
No, I don't think so.
The last
Really?
time I remember is Need for Speed, and that was like the hype of it. You know what I'm saying? Like racing, the love of
Sure.
racing. Because like Fast and
That
Furious
movie
isn't
was
really.
so bad it's good.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to competition films, it comes to sport films in general. Let's just say sport movies, right? Like this is. I feel like this is something that's like a early 2000s vibe, right? And so now seeing this come back
But
is
I mean,
like this is cool.
Ford vs Ferrari was so good. Came out a couple years ago. We had Rush with Chris Hemsworth a couple years ago. Like
That's what I'm saying. That feels like a long time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Like this year, to have it. Let's see.
I feel like every couple years we get a great racing movie. Art of Racing in the
5
Rain,
years
bro,
ago.
like
It's been 5 years. It feels like a while.
since Rush. Wow.
And
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari. So
Yeah, that
we'll
was
come
like 3,
we'll
huh?
come back with these, and yeah. So this is cool. I looked up Lewis Hamilton, and I feel like I've seen this guy many a times. I've seen his interviews.
Yeah, he's got the
Crazy,
face,
dude.
bro. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's popular for
Um,
sure.
I'm excited. I'm extremely excited for this. I mean, Kaczynski shows that he could do like these
Real stuff.
this crazy action stuff, and Brad Pitt producing, Lewis Hamilton like actually being a consultant and producer on the film is really cool because it's about him. Like it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's wild that they kind of market. Lately what they've been doing with action films is marketing it as no, we really did this to kind of get the spectacle to get people to go.
Sure. Yeah.
Too many people are like, is this CGI? Is this volume? Is this green screen? It's like, no, this is real. Go see it.
Dude, it's
Fuck
real
yeah.
life. It is real life.
That's funny. All right. Well, let me tell you what I'm really excited about. I think we got something for everybody here. This is interesting. The Slusha website that was part of the viral marketing trend for Cloverfield has mysteriously come back online.
What is Slusha? What is the relation to Cloverfield?
Well, Vince, let me tell you, Slusho was this like brand of drinks in the universe, but like it was only seen like maybe for not even half a second in the original movie Cloverfield, and then their entire like viral marketing campaign off the movies that you had to do on your own that was just something that became part of it. That is like cool. There's Slush Show. There's this company called Tagerato that's like briefly named, in like the Cloverfield Paradox. So there's this whole universe out there of, world building that they've been setting up. And so there was websites and there was Reddits devoted to figuring out everything. There's puzzles and dude, there were like real locations in the world that you could go to, crazy stuff like that. Right. So here we go. We got a little article here. It's been 5 years since Cloverfield movie has graced our screens, but that appears to be.
It says
changed.
Graced our screens, but damn, Paradox was so
Paradox
bad.
was rough.
Sorry.
That was sad. It appears to be changing now that a relic of the past from when the franchise first launched has resurfaced. As fans of the J.J. Abrams produced monster movie franchise are no doubt well aware, secrecy and viral marketing has been a gimmick, a big part of the franchise since the very beginning. Now, a bit of viral marketing tied to the original 2008 blockbuster that started all has us thinking that a sequel could be imminent, potentially. Which, I don't know, like, okay, look, with Cloverfield, they've done multiple different genres, right? In this weird universe, they did like an action film, which was the last one. And they did kind of a psychological thriller or suspenseful thriller with Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman, thanks. Yeah. And then the first one was, the classic
found footage film.
Yeah.
So, I've never seen that one.
Oh, really, dude? I think that is like
I've only seen 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield Paradox.
I would say that is the best found footage film. Everything copied that. That was the groundwork, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it was the groundwork behind Blair Witch.
Sure. I mean, there's so many. Yeah, there's so many good ones.
I think Blair Witch was like the one that really like changed the world because everyone was like, "Whoa, this is a new genre."
There was one that was, who directed it? It was Dane DeHaan was in it. It was and He Goes Evil.
Chronicle.
What was that called?
Chronicle.
I loved Chronicle. Yeah, that was cool.
Like telekinesis. See, even that is like that's following it in it. But yeah, that was amazing, dude. I love that one.
Project Almanac. Do you remember that one?
Yes, dude. Oh my god, that was time travel.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one. I liked that back in the day.
There was a big trend about found footage films.
There was. People were chasing that.
Yeah.
And all of them were like, I don't know, almost great, but then there's like something that like held it back because the found footage is supposed to be kind of like these people aren't actors; they're just like real people. We're just kind of documenting these real people, and it was always kind of silly.
Paranormal Activity was all like, all of them were that.
Yeah.
The first one was still like so shocking because no one knew the cast.
Yeah. At the first Cloverfield, I wasn't, I didn't know Cloverfield or know anything, so I was unaware of any sort of viral marketing with it. And then 10 Cloverfield Lane was, I don't remember viral marketing, I just remember trailers and stuff like that. But then Cloverfield Paradox was that random drop at the Super Bowl. They're like, oh, it's available right after the game on Netflix. And I remember watching it that night. So, I mean, it makes sense that they would do another viral kind of gag with it, I guess.
Because like production for that film, this is an example in that article, that production for that film was secret. And then, they just dropped it out of nowhere. So that could potentially happen with this. So as far as the website comes, in this present day form, visitors to the website are greeted with happy animated characters and a tagline boasting, "You can't drink just 6. You can then mix your own slush show using 6 flavors: blueberry zoom, chocolate rage, mikan, nashi, banana anime, and strawberry tasty." Whether or not anyone cares about the website,
it's like a little mini game.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you can kind of play around with it, and it's just like
it's hilarious,
like a slushy company, right? The important thing here is that it's not our first true sign that progress is being made on the next Cloverfield movie. A project announced back in early 2021. Has the movie already been filmed in secret? Like I was saying, like 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't know. Are we gonna get a surprise drop? We'll just have to wait and see. But the fact that the website's active is like they're cooking up something over there. I think it's Paramount.
Sure.
To keep it alive. But man, I remember my youthful days were filled with connecting dots and playing around with the story.
Will it hit the high that 10 Cloverfield Lane did? Because that one shined to me because of the actors and I guess the situation and stuff like that.
It's got the look. We've seen it like with like the first, the new first Scream, not the 6th but the 5th.
Yeah.
They have an ability here to make something big. If they connect it to the first one, then they're saying like, following the first Cloverfield. Like they scratch their history and they say, not like decanonize it. I'm just saying like market it as like, you remember this great film where this is next, right? Like I don't know, not next, but
Yeah, sure.
they
I
say
feel
from
like all these
J.J.
are just like
Abrams.
there's a little connector, and that's it. Like the
It's just
third one didn't even
tiny.
have monster. It's like, oh, the Earth is
Yeah.
something's happening on Earth. Blah, 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 we got to go to space. Blah, blah. And I
So
don't remember.
this is wild. Like apparently, what they did was what summoned the monster in the first movie. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Crazy stuff, right?
Don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird and so inconsequential. And then they name dropped Tagerato once, which was just like a satisfying for the fans of like, yes, all of our ARG was great. And then the ending, which was so wild, it was that monster jumping out of the clouds, and it was a big thing,
Oh, yeah.
big boy thing. And that was apparently the mom to the one in the first New York film was a baby, and so we finally saw the mom.
Well, I guess we'll get another one then, and it'll be kaiju style action movie where humans have to defeat the kaiju, and then it befriends a small child, and then it parts into the sea at the end of the film.
Yeah, I'm thinking that would be really cool. I think that would be a great step actually. They could do that.
I mean, they do it different every single time. Imagine the next one being a kaiju movie.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask like, what do you think a genre would be? But I think that answers it really. Like, they did like a huge action kaiju type vibe. That would fit, dude.
It would be like, I imagine it being like Godzilla 2016.
Yeah, because there's people too, so you can kind of have.
Oh
like,
yeah. It would focus on the people.
Do found
And then
footage too, might as
yeah.
well, right? Like,
I don't know. Found footage in 2023 is crazy.
that's a big risk, dude. I don't think anybody would watch it.
We'll see.
No,
But you
we'll see.
ARGers, go over and check out that website. Maybe you can unlock a secret and give us the next story for next week.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm going to waste my time mixing slushies. I don't know if I'm doing
Enjoy,
it.
boys. I know y'all are soldiers out there on that Reddit.
Yeah, cheers for those slushy mixes. Let me get into this one real quick. Succession series finale will be 90 minutes long, confirms composer. It's a huge episode, like a movie. This comes from The Hollywood Reporter. The episode will be directed by Succession executive producer Mark Mylod and will air on Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, May 28th. While little else is known about what to expect, Variety previously reported in a cover story with HBO chief Casey Bloys that the network is not developing any spin-offs. Thank God. God bless. With regards to Emmys, the show is considered to be the far and away frontrunner for Outstanding Drama Series. It's won twice already, with Culkin and Strong among the favorites for lead actor. Snook will, for the first time, be submitted into the lead drama actress category, as she should, for this year's Primetime Emmys. Cox's placement is yet to be decided. And the feature-length finale is reportedly titled With Open Eyes.
Yeah, so that I wanted to throw that in because every season finale has been has been pulling a line from this poem about like this very depressed man, and I can get into it, but anyways, so there's another line now that they're pulling. They're throwing into this, which who knows what that means. Maybe clarity.
I don't know.
So many things.
This episode, a lot happens. A lot happens with the characters, and there's so much. There's so much that could happen. I cannot believe that by the end of May, this will be over. We will know who is the successor.
I think let me know if you agree. When it comes to the length of these episodes, I think we really get a lot. We get a lot of good stuff, and it's a perfect amount of time. It never feels like it's too long.
Yeah.
Never feels like it's too short. There's always
It's a jam-packed hour.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens, right? And so the fact that they're like, look, we're gonna end this off on a film, and these are films, 90-minute film. Like I appreciate that. Thank you. Coming from a huge fan, it's like, yep, that's what I want. Close out arcs, whatever that may be.
Yeah. Take the time. Yeah.
Say the goodbyes that you need. Get the.
They could do
ready.
a 2.5-hour thing. I don't care. I'm gonna be there.
Just make it 3.
Yeah.
Make it epic.
Right,
make a 2-part film that releases in. They should release this in theater. Oh, sorry. They should release this in theaters.
I'm gonna close my window because there's a leaf blower guy that's about to enter my window area. Okay. So you start. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. So. Yeah, and I want to get your opinion on this too. When it comes to like HBO and like big series finales, we've seen once Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch series. They released their big finale in theaters, and I saw it. I'll never forget. It was pretty wild.
I mean, I would love to do that, but they just won't do it. It sucks.
No,
it was like Stranger Things. It's like I would have paid to go see a ticket for that finale of Stranger Things season 4 because it was long.
Oh, yeah.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. And I mean, I know I pay for Netflix and whatever, but I would pay
The ticket too, yeah.
$10 to go see it in theaters. That'd be epic with a bunch of fans and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not even the biggest Stranger Things like mega fan or anything, it would have been a cool experience. And I think that doing a finale in theaters is like a celebration of it, of like the show. And yeah, I would love to do that with some things. Succession might be weird because I'm like very focused on what they're saying.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess,
not
and
like
I don't
hype,
need the
it's very
sound.
much-
I don't need a good screen.
Yeah.
I just need to see it and hear it. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, it's so Shakespearean. Just watch them do it live.
Yeah,
No.
that'd be cool.
No, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'll never forget. Yeah, when it came to the Sherlock finale, there were like 10 people in that theater, maybe. You know, and I was, little kid me with my mom. I was freaking out, because they had like an appearance of somebody, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then this guy next to me was like, "Yo, this is wild." It was just us, like only like the smallest thing, and no one cared. But like us 10 people were like, "Yeah," because it's a British show, it's BBC, so like in Texas, no one was watching that. No one watched it. Anyways,
I love that. All right, I'm gonna count you down into the clip.
All right, here we go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alien Isolation could be getting a film potentially. We don't know yet, but there's also a series in the works at Fox for a new Alien series along with this film that's being announced. And we got some details here when it comes to who's starring in it, what you can expect. Here we go. Let's get in it. We got Hollywood Reporter with the article.
Yeah, so we got Pistol and Don't Worry Darling actress Signe Chandler has become the first person cast in the series from Fargo showrunner Noah Hawley. Plot details are being kept under wraps and no character information has yet been provided other than Chandler will play one of the leads. Alien was picked up straight to series in late 2020. The series is not a reboot of the beloved movies, but rather an extension and reinvention of the franchise. We see this happening a lot in horror franchises right now. So basically, the story will not feature any characters from the movies, including Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley. FX CEO John Landgraf told reporters that in early 2022 that his version of Alien takes place before Ripley. It's the first story in the Alien franchise that takes place on Earth. It takes place on our planet, near the end of the century that we're currently in, 70-odd years from now, he said in the time. Quote, I hope they will feel like it's faithful to the franchise they love, but also a brave and original reinvention of that franchise. What else does he say?
This is cool. He continues on, setting it on Earth is really interesting. We have to think forward about the future of the planet in terms of the environment, governance, technology, and create and design a version of the planet in the future. Noah wants to do that in a distinctive and original way. Chandler made her TV series debut in the FX limited series Pistol, like we said previously, and also in Don't Worry Darling. But yeah, okay, so this is great. Alien fans rejoice. So we have a series. The one sad thing that I'm kind of sad about is that Sigourney Weaver won't be returning for anything, any series or movie. There was a script that she was working on with another director, but she says she's done. She's done.
Yeah.
Which is sad. But anyways, this series is cool. It's coming to FX, which is like, okay, interesting. But we also have a film that's coming, which...
FX has quality shows.
That's true, because they're also kind of like... they did like Fargo, right? They did all Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
Well, I think it was Fox at the time. Oh, no, because the movie, but then they did the show Fargo. Right. Yeah.
And so they do that. They do with the Hulu. So we could be seeing this on the streaming like platform FX, and the next day
it would be on Hulu day one. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder what the budget is. We'll have to find out budget and stuff like that once that starts getting. We're in early pre-production stages. So when it comes to the film, now, did you ever play a little game called Alien Isolation?
I played 3 hours and I was too scared to continue.
Dude, okay, so Alien Isolation, I've definitely watched playthroughs of it like dozens and dozens of times, and I hop in it, and it still ceases to amaze me how scary this game is. It's too scary.
It's so scary.
So
Yeah.
I bring it up because, our photo was released, ladies and gents. I'll probably slap it up here. Feed Alvarez, the new director for it. It looks like that this film could be inspired by this game because on the right we see like a photo booth, and this photo booth was only seen in the game as the save station. And then
Interesting.
the main and it hasn't really previously been seen in the universe, really. You know what I'm saying? In the Alien universe. Everything else except for this little phone booth has been seen on this photo for this new movie. And the main actress casted also highly resembles the main character in the Alien Isolation game, who plays Ellen Ripley's daughter. Ellen Ripley's daughter, Helen, I think.
So you're saying that the movie,
No,
Alien,
actually.
if it is maybe similar to Alien Isolation, it could take place after, I don't know, the events of it. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I haven't seen all the Alien movies, so like,
Mhm.
I don't know. There's like Alien Covenant with Michael Fassbender. I don't know how that connects with all the characters and stuff. So I don't know where this movie would take place in the Alien timeline or whatever the hell you want to call
It's
it. You know?
confusing. No, don't get. Yeah, you're totally right to be confused. I'm confused
Sure.
too.
And you've seen them all. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, so I think Prometheus and the new trilogy was a whole prequel trilogy.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah.
Wait. Prometheus was a part of the Alien movies?
Yeah. Isn't
Oh,
that wild?
no idea.
No. Oh
Haven't
yeah.
seen it.
Dude, it's crazy.
no idea.
Prometheus and then Alien Covenant, those two both take place before the first Alien movie. And it like just builds
interesting.
off so much lore. It's crazy. It's Wayland
Cool.
Yutani. It's the same company. Yeah. There's some crazy stuff, dude. See, I'm telling you, it's a cool universe, dude. If you got in, I'm sure you'd like it.
Interesting. I know. I bet I would. And then the show would be in the prequel era.
Yeah.
Prequel era. It's like we're talking about Star Wars here with
Mhm.
Alien. God.
70 odd.
It's funny.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Yeah. They definitely have a timeline to work out, you know, if they want to keep the
Yeah.
continuity. Also,
Right.
correction, the character's name is Amanda Ripley. Just want to say that. So she looks like Amanda
Instead
Ripley.
of Helen.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, two young actresses starring in Alien franchises. I like this. They're keeping up with, you know, Sigourney Weaver and what an icon she was in the original. So, I don't know. Exciting stuff. Alien Isolation. I think if they fall, because Feed Alvarez did Don't Breathe. And that was some crazy tension, bro. So, if
it really is an adaptation, we've seen a lot of successful video game adaptations here in 2023, which is nuts to say. I would never think I would have said that. But here we are. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's it for me. I mean, yeah, if he brings in that tension from Don't Breathe like into this as an Alien Isolation type.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Excited.
Beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch this entire podcast, we talk about an F1 movie coming from director Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick. We talking about the new Cloverfield movie that's potentially hinted. We have talking about Succession and how incredible that season 4 is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to listen to this entire thing, you can go on all audio platforms, type in Strictly Casual Freeze Frame. This will be a yellow box. It will say Freeze Frame. This is episode 160. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Beautiful.
Cool. Good stuff. Cooking.
Cooking.
All right, here's some interesting stuff that happened. Writer strike is happening.
Yes, writer strike is happening right now.
Support your writers. Go out and bring them some donuts. Now, have you seen that?
Yeah, I haven't seen those. And like Jay Leno bringing donuts. Yeah, like just different
Something
actors
like
out there.
Yeah, I was
writers.
like,
It's cool.
Awesome. That's good. Bring them the food. Okay, so
Can I talk about the writer strike real quick?
for sure.
All right, so the writers, I was reading about the strike, trying to get as much information as I possibly can, right? So the writers are they're getting underpaid, and for the amount of work that they're doing, and without the writers, like shows don't happen, and things don't get made. Things don't get made. That's like the impetus. That's the start of all the things that you see and watch. They're only asking for 3% more. Like it's not like they're asking for a lot more. They're asking for 3% more.
Dang,
isn't that crazy?
That's worse that they had to go on strike for that. That's crazy.
For 3%.
Just 3%, and they couldn't, like, it's not just like easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? How sad.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It is very sad.
That's shocking. Yeah, I had no idea either. Like, you know, that's crazy.
Like that's it. Yeah, nuts.
Wow. Well, I hope it doesn't last long for the sake of the riders. Like, I just hope it's like, yeah, it resolve fast, because we've seen long ones in the past. Like I've seen that. Like I looked up, right, because I didn't know. That
Yeah, it was like late
months.
2000s. It was months, yeah, and then it was like there's effects on shows and all that kind of stuff for months, which is pretty nuts. But there's some we're seeing there's like big news. Oh, Marvel production was shut down via the writer's strike, and that was just the Blade writing room, and like stuff like that, which was
look, hey, a
makes
break
sense.
at Marvel is correct. Just give him a break.
Right, but everybody's talking about this is going on break. Jimmy Fallon's like, the show will stop. I think it was Jimmy Fallon was like, we're gonna pause. We'll pause. We'll see. Yeah.
Fallon, Seth Meyers, they're all stopped. It's just gonna run reruns, which is crazy. SNL's canceled. So yeah, I brought the AMC movie awards was only delivered by like Twitter clips. It wasn't aired.
Well, how weird. Okay.
Yeah, so you just got like so and so won this.
The host.
Yeah, it's like so and so won this award. And it's just a clip of them accepting it. And then, so I was like, also WTF, multiple studios are exploring using AI to generate scripts based on books and other public domain. And the studios reportedly plan to hire writers to rewrite those AI scripts when the strike ends. Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
We'll see. No writer's going to want to do that. And if they do, they'll take it because they need a job and they'll actually write it how they want to write it. And then,
In complete
unfortunately, the
disregard,
studio should be like, an AI
Mhm.
did this movie. An AI wrote this movie. How crazy is that? And the writer's going to be like, well, I did. You know, it's going to be gross. It's gonna be
I do
disgusting.
think, yeah, this AI is too dangerous. It's too dangerous, getting wild, getting crazy.
No, it's not even dangerous yet. It's just dumb.
It can be,
Like,
depending on how you use it when it comes to like talking to people.
But writing movies is
writing
the
movies.
wrong.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
wrong
more
route.
the right way to use it. Yeah. Here's what my buddy Ben told me last night. We were talking and he said, look, I had a test that I had to study for. I put in all this information from PowerPoints and 2 papers that I wrote.
Yep.
I put it in. I said, make me a study guide, make me a test. He said, bro, I took the test. Half the questions were exactly word for word.
Totally.
The AI
That's
gave
great.
me. It's like, what? Like,
But that AI is like, you're giving it the data of exactly what you need to know.
Mhm.
And it's making questions based on the data that you need to know. The test
Yeah.
is supposed to be on the things you need to know. So like it makes sense. It's not
Yeah.
like that's not a crazy thing to me. That's like a great use of it. That's an incredible use
yeah.
of it.
Okay.
This is a horrible
Yeah.
use of it. I don't want AI making
Mhm.
my you type in any sort of prompt, like creative writing prompt for an AI, and it's not very creative.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah. It's very much like a baby. It's a baby, and and not that there's need to like improve it. It's just, in general, it's like, no, I want people to entertain me, not this. I want people's
It'll be improved. It's not going away anytime soon. It's uninteresting to even explore this idea of an AI generating a script for a movie that a studio is going to make. When like what studios are going to do this? Is it going to be Warner Brothers who's canceling movies that are like people want to see?
Yeah.
Like, are they really spending their money on AI generated scripts? Like, you think that's going to be successful? Okay.
That's why. Imagine, dude. Like, what if that could be a marketing ploy, dude? Imagine this is the first film. That's gonna be an article on this podcast, I know, and maybe in a few, who knows how when. But it's like the
Good
first
Lord.
AI generated superhero film, and it's like,
it's happening. It's
you know
gonna
who I
happen.
see doing that? An episode of The Boys. I see them doing that just for funsies, because they like mocking what goes on in culture.
Yeah. They'll mock it in the episode. Will they do an AI generated episode? I don't know.
Oh,
It feels like
yeah. Because they've
I don't know.
copied everything that's like going on, Even Succession, I notice it's Disney. They're literally talking about Disney, bro. Like, there's a lot of things.
not even just Disney. They did the TikTok angle on this last episode.
yeah.
They're talking about gathering data, like all this kind of stuff. Very
Well, yeah, like with the
relevant.
streaming services, I was like, yo, that just came out for Disney. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
definitely see them like gaining knowledge from the world and be like, let's put that in.
It's very interesting.
Falsifying numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Wild
I mean, that's how you
things.
say. That's relevant. It's a very relevant show. Even
crazy,
if it's
dude.
a fake company, it's like the problems are all real or like
Isn't that wild?
grounded in reality. Yeah.
I always freak out on that, dude.
Pretty nuts. Next up, Rick Riordan says that he has seen cuts of all episodes of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Writer, I didn't even know they started filming this show yet, to be completely honest. I knew that they was like happening. I didn't even know they were filming it yet.
Dude, I'm surprised. There's a lot of fans out there like really, really, really hoping that this comes out good, and they're excited to see it.
Does this mean Lance Reddick will still be in it as Zeus?
Potentially.
Because he was,
Yeah.
like if he already shot his stuff, that'd be awesome.
So I
That'd be
remember
really
we
cool.
announced the cast when he was casted in it, and I feel like that was not too long ago. So it's wild that they were like they've shot a whole season. Probably. They probably already did principal photography,
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
sure
pretty
his
nuts.
part was minor in comparison to the kids, right?
Yeah. I mean, Zeus is pretty. I mean, have you read the books?
No, I think about the
What?
movies.
How can you be excited about this and not read the books? Yeah.
Because Percy Jackson, bro, it's my childhood, man.
Just the movies?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really interesting, actually.
Dude, it was
'Cause,
that
like,
and
I would-
Chronicles of Narnia. Those two.
Like they were also my childhood,
Mhm.
but like not the
different
movies
way,
don't
yeah.
even. Yeah, they don't even enter
Yeah.
the brain.
Crazy,
That's
right?
nuts.
Different forms of media bring people together, bro.
Crazy. Dude, the books are so good even now.
Uh-huh.
You could dive right into light. and see what's up. Dude. It's great.
Calm down. I got these Star
better get
Wars
the book
books.
set.
Here we go. And then so Rick said they're great. My first reaction was relief. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I think the fans are gonna be pleased.
Good. I'm
That's
sure
so
it's
nice
very
to hear.
scary putting your creative work and letting somebody do something with it. And
Yeah. It's great to hear,
It's tough.
especially that's with the the Disney Plus umbrella. It's cool stuff.
yeah, we got a couple more just one-liners here. James Gunn responds yes when asked if any of the Guardians of the Galaxy cast will be in Superman Legacy, which this sparked a lot of debate
Yeah.
on the internet. I don't know if you saw any of this. It was James Gunn, why are you using the same actors in all your things? Like, that's so like dumb. Like, nobody does that. Like, all this. Then he's like, look at Scorsese. He puts De Niro and Pacino in all of his movies. Nobody cares. He's like, look at
Yeah.
Tarantino, who works with this guy and this guy all the time. Or like,
Yeah.
there's so many greats that reuse actors because they know how they work. They they work with their style of directing and stuff like that.
They can trust them.
And
They
so-
love them. They love being with him.
Yeah.
And I told my
Totally.
parents this, and they were so upset that people were mad because they were like, okay, tell them, like, any person in the world would include their best friend. Like, who wouldn't?
Totally.
Their
Are you
wife,
kidding me?
their husband, their buddy, their brother,
Yeah.
their sister, everybody. Who wouldn't?
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you can run the biggest film ever? Okay. Hey, bro, call you up. Come do this cameo.
Yeah, you want to
Like,
be in this? Yeah.
who would,
You want to be a character?
I'm just surprised that some people like got mad, you know?
People get mad about everything. It's the internet.
Yeah.
And we're talking about
That's true.
superheroes fandom. Like a toxic ass fandom.
You're right. You're right. Here's a funny thing. AMC CEO says there's a sequel coming to the Nicole Kidman ad. Let's go. Our
We
president.
knew. We've been known, bro, for like a year and a half.
This is great. So this is what's exciting, dude. If we finally get a quote, I'm not sure we're gonna do it this year or next year. We'll try to live up to your expectations when the time comes.
Which is BS. This is what he said a year and a half ago when they announced that they were doing another Nicole Kidman ad. So he's like, oh yeah, one more year. We haven't actually done anything yet. So
And now
whatever.
with the writer's strike, dude, this ain't coming. We have to.
Oh
sit
my
through the
god, it's a
same-
3-minute thing. It'll come.
We're gonna have to sit through the same one for a while.
We absolutely are.
I do
Yeah.
want a sequel just because I want to see.
I'm over the
tired of
Nicole Kidman ad. I've
Yeah.
seen it a lot of times.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at us. We go to the movies a lot. AMC A list, baby.
Amen. This says Secret Invasion, the new Marvel show, is inspired by The Third Man and Searchers. Quote, as Nick Fury moves through it, he walks out of a noir and into a western. He becomes the lone gunslinger walking down Main Street, looking for bad guys to vanquish, says Ali Salim. Salim, who's the director? I guess. Or the writer, maybe?
Don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, the director. My bad. Director.
Cool.
Okay, so
Nice. This doesn't seem like a western at all.
yeah, this is wild because I was like, when I saw Searchers, my heart instantly like blew up. I was like, no way, like they're going noir western vibes, like that.
Are you
that's
thinking
crazy.
of The Searchers or Searchers?
Oh shoot, I was thinking of Searchers, the western. Is what else? Maybe
I don't
this. Oh, maybe let's see.
Maybe he is talking about The Searchers.
Okay,
He's got to be talking about The
I
Searchers.
think it's I think it is just the John Ford Searchers. So yeah, he walks over nowhere into West. Honestly, yeah. So the Searchers is about a.
People really like this movie, The Searchers.
It is a classic, bro. It's one of the greatest. Like you know,
I know. I saw it.
it's
and I
my
get it.
Godfather.
That's insane to me.
It's
That's
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, but it is, you know, one of the greats. Because like you're talking, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was based off of Akira Kurosawa, you know, and Akira Kurosawa based his movies off of John Ford. Like they you know, like, and then John Ford was like the blueprint.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta watch it again.
It's
I appreciate
it's
it.
an old movie, so it's
I like
slow
old movies
and-
though.
Yeah,
I like old
I'm
movies.
just context, you know. But yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
like, man, the ending is so gut wrenching.
It's great. It's a great ending.
It's a cowboy on the end of an era, right? And when you have lost your purpose and you don't really know what the mission is, you know, you kind of lose your sense of direction. But this kind of there's hope, right? And so I see that Secret Invasion. That's Nick kind of traversing his grounds, trying to get back at it, right? He has no place left following the Avengers fallout. So again, there's some good themes coming. What?
I had a thought in my head of like trying to explain 36 Marvel features to like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
like-
like a 1960s western like I don't know director. And just
That's
saying
what
like
the guy
like
said, not me.
no, I know.
He's the
I just think
director.
it's hilarious. Like, yeah, this is the 37th entry in the Marvel universe, and they're like, it's actually inspired by your film. It's gonna be a western, and it's
If
gonna
I
have
made a
aliens
Marvel movie, I'd
and
piss off.
you know Nick Fury.
I think that is funny. That is funny though. But I'm giving context to the searchers because I know not that many folks out there know. So I was like, for you guys,
I think you'd be surprised. I think more people than you know would know this movie. It's pretty popular.
All right, Third Man. I don't know about Third Man though. I want to look up that film. Let's see, like a noir. What do you think? Have you heard of this movie? I've never heard of this.
What?
The Third Man? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
It has what's his face? Let's go with his face.
Oh, it's Orson Welles, 1949. Carol Reed. Dang.
Joseph Cotton. Joseph Cotton is the main guy in it.
I respect Elise Salim to throw out these old films. Like, you could have based off of anything, but throwing out these like old titles for this that's respect, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what the Russos were trying to do with the Winter Soldier.
The Third Man has that crazy opening shot. Like, it's this like really big crane shot with this car going through. It's really sick. Ooh, it's pretty insane.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe I've seen a frame or two in film class.
All right, let's keep pushing. One more thing. Go for it.
Lastly, we have It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Season 16 is coming back. I didn't know they're doing a new season. The entire cast is returning. 2 episodes premiere comes June 7th on FX and Hulu. I mean, they got guest stars like Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. Those were the ones that I remembered. But it's wild that they're doing another season because I thought the show was done forever. Like the final season had happened. I thought that's what they had marketed it as. But I guess,
it seems like all the actors are doing different things, which is cool now. So I think the seasons are just shorter. They're like, this will be probably an 8-episode season or something like that.
It's good stuff, dude. The trailer looked hilarious.
It was hilarious. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I stopped at season 10. So I got to pick it back up. I was watching it just like every once in a while. But
I don't know. Those early seasons are like the golden era because, they get their footing, but then it's kind of a stretch on some of the stuff they do. It's like, it's like, okay. Yeah. But the older stuff is like some of the best, dude.
Totally.
The water park episode. Did you ever see that one? I think
no,
that might have been.
That was later.
It went to a water park. Dude.
I know. I've seen clips of it. It looks pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, it got me. But yeah, so any Sunny fans, stay tuned for that coming soon. But that's it.
What you been watching, Ryder?
Let's see. Besides the stuff with you, I think that's about it. Because coming finals week, there wasn't much to watch. So it was a bit of a light one for me. Let me hit up my letterbox, see if there's anything.
Yeah.
Following last episode, I finally finished Lord of the Rings. I finally did it.
Nice. Congratulations.
Again, I keep forgetting your ranking. Mine goes right now, number 2, I think is the best for me. And then I want to say 3 for the ending, but I think 2, 1, 3. But honestly, they're all the like exact same of like what they do.
They're so good. Yeah.
They're
fantastic.
What was your ranking on you have them?
3, 1, 2. I think 2 is my least. 2 to me is the least rewatchable.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them all like separately, also, like without watching them
in progression,
in order or something like that. I think just by itself, 2 is my least favorite, but in order, like 2 is great. It's not bad at all. It's really good.
A movie that I do want to watch is Evil Dead Rise, just because of.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but that's it.
I'll throw up. I like the Evil Dead movies. I don't know. I like 2 and 3 a lot. Evil Dead 1's okay also.
Because do they change genres from like horror to then camp, like campy?
You haven't watched them?
No, the original. No, I haven't watched it. Okay, that's why I was like, I want to watch.
You gotta watch them.
All.
Yeah, you gotta watch them. 1 is like straight horror, just straight up horror movie. 2, horror comedy.
Yeah, silly, right? Yeah, funny.
3, straight up comedy. With horror elements.
We in class. That was an assignment about talking about those, and I was like, "This is camp. This is."
It's total camp. It is the most camp. It doesn't get any more camp than Evil Dead.
Bruce Campbell, baby. It's like,
this is awesome. Bruce Campbell.
It look cool. Oh, that's good.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Anyways, what else to see? Anything else?
That's about it. No, it's just stuff that I want to watch.
We saw Guardians also.
Guardians, yeah, that was a fun time. I saw it again with the parents. They actually really liked it.
Cool. Great.
Well, yeah. My dad's not an animal person, so he was just like, eh. But then the ending hit, and they both loved it. They were like, it's not my favorite. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they liked it. I saw Return of the Jedi in theaters this week, which was absolutely incredible to see that.
Yeah.
And then I also watched Empire Strikes Back right before that, just, because why not? You got to go boom, boom, Empire, and then Return of the Jedi.
I hate to ask ranking again for these. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious. What
for the original trilogy?
Original 3, yeah. What do you feel more at home with?
Empire number 1, and then Return of the Jedi, and then A New Hope at the bottom of the 3.
Yeah.
Actually, no. A New Hope I like more than Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I think I got exactly the same. Empire, New Hope, Return. Yeah. It's like watching Return again was kind of like funny, right? I was like, this is like a little more interesting than I remember. Like,
I like Return. Every time I watch it, I'm like,
silly.
Oh wait, maybe this one's my favorite. Every time, and then I'm like, it's like too much time at Jabba's palace in the beginning, and then it's like there's a lot of just stuff going on and Endor before like anything big happens. I'm like, I don't know.
There's a lot of I'm bad. No, like the whole talking about Palpatine, it was a little too much.
No, I like that part.
Yeah.
All that whole soap opera ass ending of like, Luke or Darth Vader grabbing Palpatine and like, body pressing him above his head.
Yeah,
and tossing
that was
him down.
good. No, I meant
awesome.
the first before that.
Oh,
Not the ending fight where he throws the saber.
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's specifically Palpatine saying, yes, do it, kill him. And like 5 times he tells him to kill him, and Luke is just...
Do it.
He's not going to do it. He's
do
not
it now.
He can't.
And then Luke's like, I'll never join dark side. I'm such a whiner. He's such a whiner.
I just wanted to go to Taunji Station and pick up some power converters.
So silly.
He's silly, dude.
So yeah, I watched those, and then I talked about Beef last week, I think, but I finished Beef.
Oh, nice.
And then
respect.
I'd like to announce that Mafia Mama is now my number 1 liked movie review on Letterboxd. Thank you, everybody. That's my biggest accomplishment.
Round of applause.
27 likes, guys. I'm going viral. Okay, going viral.
That's crazy. And it's funny because I bet people are like looking up Mafia Mama reviews and they're going through it, right?
Mafia Mama, it's the best. And then I watched Dave. I've watched 3 episodes of the new season of Dave, and I really like it. I'm excited to catch up. They got Chloe Bennett on that now from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's a returning character pretty soon. I haven't hit that yet.
Wow. I'm in.
And the girl from that one game you didn't like very much, the game you didn't like that you played, you actually hated it with a passion, but it won a lot of awards. What was it called?
Zelda?
You watched something?
No.
No.
not that I hate I don't hate the game. Wait.
No, the new one. It was like a movie. You watch it and you like click different details in the game.
Oh, Man Engage. That's her name.
Yeah, Man Engage. She's in the show too.
Yeah. Okay, I'll support for that. That's cool.
Yeah, she's good. She's good in it.
I follow her. I think she did great work, but the game overall is just not.
Yeah.
Immortal is what it's called in Game Pass.
Got it. Immortal. Yes.
Sad time.
All right, guys. That's all for episode 110 of Freeze Frame.
Yeah, a bit of a interesting week for sure, but
did I say 160 in our clip?
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to go check that out.
I kind of zone out and stare at the wall.
Oh, great.
I listen to you, but now I just don't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
I listen to you, bro. I listen.
Yeah.
I do. I pay attention. Just
I believe
mornings. But
guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. I'm just covering you. It's to be silly. Sorry.
Thanks for listening to this episode. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week for episode 111. That's a 111. That's a special number. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Have a great week.